tulong na walang kapalit, bukal sa kalooban. Ang tanging hangarin ay magsilbi sa bayan. Sulong na Bayan! Programang sa inyo, alas 3 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon. Sulong na Bayan! Kasama si Miss Loli Acosta sa DWIZ 882.
Ating mga tagapakinig, welcome po sa ating programang Sulong na Bayan at tayo po'y nadinig sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening as the case may be, lalong-lalo po sa Estados Unidos, sa East Coast, sa West Coast, ganyan na rin po sa gitnang silangan at ganyan na rin po sa ating mga neighboring countries sa Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, Myanmar at malakas na rin po tayo dyan sa Macau at ganyan na rin po dito sa ating bansa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, lalong-lalo na po sa ating mga kapatiran Muslim. Antayin niyo po ako dyan next week sa Zamboanga, sa Cotabato, Jensan at Basilan. Alright? Siyempre, ang ating pong gustong ipahayag today at makakasama natin sa ating linya ng communication via Zoom because we want to commemorate the first death anniversary of our dear friend, ang Pangulo po ng Confederation ng COCOFED, Farmers Association of the Philippines, si Ka Efren. But before that, siyempre gusto ko lang kayong bigyan ng backgrounder na ano nga po ba ang ating coconut industry, nasaan na po tayo no, bago ko siya ipakilala. Again, the Philippines is the second largest producer ng coconut products in the world, next to Indonesia. And ang Davao region is the top coconut producer. Nag-contribute yan ng 14.4% to the country's total coconut production for the year 2018. Mga coconut-based products have displayed a solid global export growth brought about by the rising global demand. So major Philippine traditional coconut products include, ito po, lahat alam natin yan, ano? Lalo na ating mga magsasaka, copra meat, coconut oil, desiccated coconut, coconut shell, charcoal, activated carbon, and mga oleochemicals. Medyo mahirap. Anyway, ito po mga food products naman yan. Meron tayong cocoa flour, nata de coco, coconut water, coconut milk powder, liquid coconut milk, makapuno, yum, frozen cocoa meat, coconut chips, and cocoa jam. So hindi na po sorpresa na ang coconut is somehow a staple ingredient and widely used in Filipino cuisine, from appetizers to the main dish to desserts. So napakalaki po ng ating nakukuha, hindi lang pagkain, pati health benefits. And to tell us more about it, kung nasaan na po ang industriya na tinatawag natin ng coconut, at ito ba'y naghihingalo o ano nga po ba ang update. Let's welcome to our program the COCOFED Executive Director himself and the former PhilCOA Chairman, no less than Sir Charlie Avila. Welcome to our program, Sulong na Bayan.
Magandang hapon. Hello.
Loud and clear.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Ayun, of course, this is today or May 28 po ba? Correct me if I'm wrong. Ang unang siguro death anniversary ni Ka Efren. Tama po ba? We want to pay tribute to this person.
Today, actually, bukas ang first death anniversary ng founding president ng Confederation of Coconut Farmers Organizations of the Philippines, CCFOP, in short, kung tawagin, Confederation. Si Ka Efren Villaseñor po.
Right. I remember very, to refresh your memory, no, napakalakas po ng kanyang presence nung siya ay nabubuhay siyempre. At ilan po bang matatawag nating dekada yung kanyang pinaglalaban, ano? Dahil alam po natin na kayo ay sa hanay nyo ay napaka-deprive ang nangyari. Educate us again, Sir Charlie, ano po ba yung matatawag nating pinaglalaban hanggang sa ngayon ng ating mga coconut farmers?
Yeah, sorry. Nagka-problema ako sa audio.
Audio lang. We have to educate lang ating listeners kasi marami pong nakatunghay sa ating programa at lahat sila ay excited na talagang magtanim na ng coconut napakaganda ng ating mga lupain. But we have to educate them. Ano po ba ang nagiging sanhi ng mga problema ngayon? Nasaan na po tayo pagdating sa aspeto ng coconut industry?
Well, sa kasalukuyan Loli, sa Pilipinas, ang coconut lands still occupy a very big portion of all arable lands. And the coconut industry remains the number one agricultural export industry. May mga nagsasabi nga with greater accuracy na kung titingnan ang national economy mismo, hindi lang agriculture as a sector of the economy, but the national economy as such, makikita natin na the natural comparative advantage ng Philippine economy. Natural, ibig sabihin, nandyan lang yan. Comparative advantage, na ibig sabihin, nasa atin, pero wala sa ibang bansa na parehas nangangailangan ng kanyang produkto. Only a few other countries would be as big as us, and that is Indonesia and Kerala in India. But as export crop, 80% ng ginagamit na mga produkto ng niyog sa buong mundo ang gagaling sa Pilipinas. And it affects millions of workers and small farmers and their dependents. And at the same time, it makes many an international corporation very rich because kung tutusin nyo, kahit tayo ang producer,
top producer,
I think we produce poverty more than wealth.
That's so ironical,
because of the structure of the industry. Di po ba? May ilang mayayaman sa taas, mayamang dayuhan, and then ang tungo ng mahabang posisyon, papuntang Rotterdam, o kaya papuntang New Jersey. Pero ang presyo, ang tayong who produce them, we are just price takers. We are not price setters. No? And that has been so for a long time kasi ang structure nga ng industriya ay ganyan. You have the broad majority producing, you have a few in the middle, tumaas o bumaba ang presyo, okay sila, and you have the international side of it na nangangailangan at hahawakan nila, and then they make into 1,001 other products.
Wow.
Kaya kulang ang domestic utilization, kulang ang agricultural modernization of the coconut industry as far, lalong kulang yung rural industrialization. Ibig sabihin na dapat ang mga produkto na tapos na ma-export natin ay dito na talaga ginagawa.
Right. Okay. Process at ginagawa dito. Tama. Okay. Again, that's the tree of life. Ang tawag sa kanya, coconut. Tree of life, Talaga naman sinasabi nyo nga kanina, by your own admission, ang top producer tayo, Pero ironical, bakit nagde-decline? Bakit hindi tayo maka-increase ng production? At ano mga causes nito? So, joining us right now, I think she's on the line, Isa pa pong veteran journalist natin sa industriya ng pamamahayag. Let's welcome to our program si Ms. Lizzie Lazo. Hello, Lizzie.
Again, that's the tree of life ang tawag sa kanya.
Sino po lang?
Ayan. Nag-echo. Lizzie, Camille, nandiyan ka na sa kabilang line.
Pero ironical, bakit nag-decline? Bakit hindi
Asan na siya? Okay, let's move on. Baka mamayang konti nagkakaroon tayo ng technical difficulty. Communication assistant, sino on duty, can you call? Nasa kabilang linya na po siya kasi marami rin po siyang gustong itanong at para maibahagi nyo sa amin. So, again, generally, yung coconut production had been stagnant. Kanina sinabi niyo yan, from 2000 to 2017. At walang significant increase in the production growth rate. The production, itong nag-slow down yan from 2010 hanggang 2013. Kasi nga, nagkaroon din yata tayo ng, ano ba yan, yung scale insects, yung mga occurrent, yung mga scale, siguro yun yung mga nag-slow down ng pag-produce, ano? Tsaka syempre meron tayong bagyo, and evidently yung yield talaga has declined significantly. But more than that, you were saying a structure. How do we address that, Sir Charlie?
Ngayon, sana ang nagiging part of the solution before ay ang karoon ng tinatawag na PD 755, no? Panahon ng Marcos the First.
Mm-hmm.
At so that magkaroon ng sariling bangko ang industriya.
Right.
If nagkaroon na ng sariling bangko na ang pundo nang galing sa mga magsasaka talaga. Sapagkat nagkaroon nga ng tinatawag na coconut tax, tinatawag nila levy. Ang levy na yan po ay, kung maalala natin, hindi naman general tax. Hindi lahat ng Pilipino binuwisan tungkol diyan. Kundi yung mga producers ng coconut. And the broad majority were mga maliliit na mga magniniyog. Okay? And ang nakulikta doon, kung naalala natin, ay 9.7 billion pesos. Laki-laki din. At siyempre, with that kind of money, kung mai-invest yan, lalaki yun. But ang isang purpose ni Pangulong Marcos, according to the PD 755, na kanyang pinirmahan, ay ang mga magniniyong, mga magsasaka sila. But they're not only doing coconut farming. Most of them are doing other things. Kasi yung farming in between coconut is a big thing also. Some even are fisher folks. And then they are there as coconut farmers. Some are orchard farmers. Some are into coffee, into cacao. Even short-term crops like vegetables. Okay. Hindi nabubuhay kung sa niyog lang because of the low price ng kopra. So kung mayroon sana silang bangko, matutulungan sila sa kanilang industrialization, sa kanilang farm modernization. Malaking bagay. Ay naging controversial yung bangko na yun. Sapagkat parang naging na-privatize for a while. Hanggat nagpunta nga si Ka-Efren at ang kanyang mga kasamahan sa Korte Suprema. Kaya we are celebrating the first death anniversary ni Efren. He was one of those who went up to the court and litigated, fought it out for, sabihin ko na, gano'ng katagal? 30 years.
Dekada na.
Gano'ng katagal. At the end of it, ang naging desisyon po ng Korte Suprema ay all these funds na nanggaling sa levy, all the assets na nanggaling sa mga pundong yan, including yung mga planta, including yung mga processing equipment, including yung bangko, including yung mga pera na nanggaling sa investments. Halimbawa, na-invest kasi at one time sa San Miguel Corporation. Ang ngayon, ang kinita doon, kung tutusin, malaki din. More than almost 60 billion na ngayon, 74 billion, baka more than 80 billion pesos na.
Yes.
Ngayon, ang sabi ng Korte Suprema, yan ang pera ng magsasaka.
Ayan.
Pero sapagkat nila na ibuwis, they by dual character yan. No? Ibig sabihin po, papaliwanag ko yung palagi pinapaliwanag ni Ka-Efren ito. No?
Okay.
Ang sinasabi niya, it is trust-owned by the government.
Okay.
Kasi buwis di ba? Buwis magiging public funds. Pero public trust funds, hindi absolute ownership by government. Trust-owned by government. Hindi absolute owned kasi ang true beneficial owner, ang totoo na may-ari nito, ang dapat magbenepisyo nito, ang sabi ng Korte Suprema, all the coconut farmers. Yun.
Right.
The group of farmers na ngayon milyon-milyon na, sila ang tunay na may-ari. Ang pamahalaan ay trustee lamang. Paulit-ulit bigay pa niyan at sinuportahan siya dyan ng Korte Suprema. Pero kaya siya namatay 1 year ago, nang mabalitaan niya na nawala sa mga magsasaka ang bangko na yan.
Okay.
Mababanggit ko lang kung if you don't mind,
Yes, go ahead.
I am welcoming the entry of the former, who will soon be former BSP governor, no?
Finance
Governor
Secretary.
Jokno, na-announce. Kung totoo, I think totoo naman yun. Kasi nabanggit din ni President-elect Bongbong Marcos, Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., na papalitan niya si Finance Secretary Dominguez, and kinausap nila si Benchok maging Finance Secretary. Ang taong nakaupo sa Bangko Sentral, that's the height of the career of any finance man. May term yun. Pero isang sakripisyo na yan to help sa finance.
Right.
Bakit ko sinasalubong ng warm welcome? Because baka makatulong siya to review this particular issue. Alam ko, nagtagal bago niya pirmahan ito. Ha? At humingi pa nga siya. Gusto siya makatiyak. Alam niya, alam ng Bangko Sentral, ang mga arguments against the absorption of the UCPB by the Land Bank. Alam niya. Ha?
Right.
Alam niya kung ano ang mga batas at charter na ang nagbigay ng buhay ng dalawang bangkong yan.
Right.
Ang una, Republic Act 3844 that gave the Land Bank to the Filipino farmer para sa mga agrarian reform beneficiary. Republic Act 3844. And then PD 755, Special Bank.
Okay.
Ay binigay ng pamahalaan to the farmer, no?
Right.
With his own money. No? At lumaki ngayon. Nagka-problema nung ma-sequestered because wala mga bagong investor kasi sequestered. Wala nag-i-invest kung sequestered. But despite that, kumikita pa yung at that time ng 4-5 billion a year. No?
Wow, ang laki.
Malaki.
Bakit kailangan ma-sequester, Charlie? Bakit
ang arguments slowly, matindi ang arguments dyan noon. Secondly, ang legal warning na you do not mess around with trust money. Trust money ito eh.
Yes.
At may sariling batas yung PD governing it.
In fact,
Nung magka-problema siya, pinatulungan under law, obligado yung PDIC tumulong. Pero obligado yung PDIC, magkatulong na nga, hindi take overan. Hindi tulong to take over. Hindi naman ganyan. Hindi isang lang bili yan. Tulong na makatulong talaga, and that was the purpose of that law na PDIC. Pero hindi, nagkaiba ng mga opinion. Kailangan balik-aralan ito. It's not too late. Alam mo ba it's not too late?
Yes.
Naging posible lang yan. Hindi by resolution only ng mga dalawang board na magsama sila. May mga resolution sila. But a board resolution cannot be above the RA or the PD. Hindi PD. Alam ni Secretary Jokno yan.
Ayan, that's good news.
Kailangan kung makakapwesto siya dyan sa ngayong panahon na talaga kinakailangan ng credit facility ng mga magniniyog. At alam ito ni Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Ferdinand Marcos II, who was coming in as the next president. Bakit alam niya? Siya mismo. Punta kina ka-Efren. Siya mismo. Kasama sila nila ka-Efren at mga leadership ng Confed. Nakinig sila sa mga leaders ng mga magniniyog, ng mga magsasaka, in Southern Tagalog, in Bicol, in Kabisayaan, all over the Philippines. Yan, may dokumentado yan. At nagulat nga ang mga leaders po ng magniniyog kung gaano katindi ang pagkaintindi talaga. How well the senator at the time, Marcos, understood this. So, umaasa ang maraming mga leaders sa Charlie, ano ba ito? May pag-asa ba tayo dito na matuwid dito? Kasi, totoo, may batas, may bagong batas. Pero ang bagong batas na yan, kung tutuusin mo, it's like an absolute ownership by government na naman. Pero may konti, may ilang bilyon ibinigay sa PCA. At saka pinagbigyan ng farmers to have 3 out of 9 board members.
Ayun,
6 pa rin hindi farmers. Di bale, naglagay sila ng 3 nilang mga kinatawan. At yung special roadmap na tinabaho ng mga farmers ng PCA at ng Department of Agriculture at ng mga ibang may agencies na natapos nila, kailangan pirmahan ng Pangulo. Hindi yata pa hindi na pirmahan ni Pangulong Digong Duterte, nag-aantay yan na mapirmahan ni Ferdinand Marcos. Nag-aantay yun. Pag napirmahan yan, ang bagong batas tungkol sa disposition ng COCO levy funds at saka COCO levy assets, may kunti agad na magagamit ang mga magniniyog, ang mga producers, mayroon roadmap na pinagkaisahan nila. Iyan sana ay kahit maliit, maumpisahan lang, malaking bagay.
Jumpstart. That's good news ka, Charlie, kasi sinabi nyo napaka-warm ng pagresibe ng former Senator Bongbong Marcos, now the our president. So may nakikita akong light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, yes.
Dahil, ayan, nilagay niya pa at tinalaga si Mr. Ben Jokno na alam from day one kung ano ang mga arguments na nangyari dyan sa merging. Kasi yan, nakausap ko pa yan dito sa amin na building at tinatanong ko nga kung yung merger na yun ay matutuloy. Natuloy naman, pero that time, talagang nireview niya siguro ng husto. In fairness, matagal siyang sumang-ayon. So, sa ating pagbabalik, makakasama na natin po si Lizzie Lasso, ang isa sa mga veteran journalist, at may mga katanungan din siya. But don't go away, Ka Charlie, because we will be right. Alright.
Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882. DWIZ! Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882.
Right, and pabalik ko muli ang ating programang Sulong na Bayan. Bago ko ibalik ang ating panauhin, thank you sa ating nagiging kaagapay. Siyempre si Tekal dyan, si Jeric at si June. Ang writers natin, si Rashid at si Iram. At sa social media, si Jai at si Jello. Ang ating communication assistant, taga-contact sa lahat, si Joanne, Micah, Isha, and Abby. At balik po tayo, napakalinaw nung sinabi ni Ka Charlie na ang levy ay napakaganda ng goal. Supposedly mapupunta to sa ating magniniyog. Subalit, ngunit datapwat hindi nangyari at in fact na-deprive pang ating magniniyog at kinasama ng loob ng ating butihing founding chairman na si Ka Efren Villaseñor at yun ay naging sanhi ng kanyang siguro somehow depression at siya ay namatay. But we will not take this sitting down. Ang ganda ng nakikita nating light at the end of the tunnel dahil nga ang ating Pangulo, President Bongbong Marcos, ay mahal niya ang magniniyog. Nasa kabilang linya ng ating komunikasyon, Ka Charlie, to welcome her, si Miss Lizzie Lasso, at kanina nawala siya sa ating linya ng komunikasyon. Hello, Lizzie!
Sa tunnel dahil nga ang ating Pangulo, President Bongbong Marcos.
Nag-e-echo. What happened?
Communication Ka Charlie to welcome her, si Miss Lizzie.
Hello, Lizzie. Can you hear us?
Ating linya ng komunikasyon. Hello, Lizzie.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
Go
sir.
ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, shoot
Hello.
shoot the first
Hello.
question. Go ahead. Loud and clear ka. Go ahead, Lizzie. What's your question? Yung kanyang may diferensya ba? All right. Babalikan natin siya ka Charlie, ang dami niya sanang katanungan. Ang susunod kong tanong, kung ganyang hindi naman napakinabangan ng ating magniniyog, ano po lang yung napunta sa kanila? Was there ever, somehow, it was not fully realized yung benefits ng dapat manggaling dito sa levy. And there were like no evidences that the funds were actually utilized for that sector. So mga ilan, more or less, meron po bang somehow, ilang percentage ang napakinabangan?
Malaki talaga ang COCO levy funds and assets, no? Yung dalawa na yon. Sapagkat ang nakolekta, bilyones din sa pag-umpisa pa lang. Because when was it collected? At the first domestic sale. Doon pa lang, kinokolekta na. Okay. Ang collector, ang Philippine Coconut Authority. Pero hindi naman kaya kolektahin yan sa milyon-milyong small producers. So, minsan, doon na kinukuha ang dapat na kolekta sa first domestic sale sa sometimes sa traders, but many times sa processors, no? Pero ang karamihan sa small farmers, minsan hindi nila alam na binubuwisan na sila. Ang alam lang nila, nagtataka sila, nadidinig nila sa radyo na mataas ang presyo ng coconut oil in the world market, bakit maliit ang kanilang kinikita? Bumababa ang presyo.
Right.
Kasi may buwis.
Ayun.
Pero ang sabi naman ng Pangulong lumagda ng PD 755 at saka before that ang mga coconut levy laws ay iyan ay para sa magsasaka. Right. And to be held by them with the government just holding it in trust. So, dinibdib ni Kaipre yan, Luli. At when it did not happen, during the martial law years, somehow it did not happen. So, after that, tuloy sa court. And hanggat sa later on, wala nang may tumutulong sa farmers ko, kundi. Kasi matagal na masyado.
Masyado tagal.
Nagulat ka ang mga leaders ng Confed nung out of the, well, it was a nice surprise to them. Diba? Na tinulungan sila with the presence nitong Senador Ferdinand Marcos Jr. at that time.
All right.
Really, inaral na yun, and then he went to the farmers and dialogue with them. No? Hindi siya presidente, senador siya.
Senador
at saka ginawa niya yun. Kaya na sinasabi ko, sapagkat nagkaroon ng maraming developments mula noon. Hindi lang natapos ang sa korte, nagkaroon na ng bagong batas. At pagkatapos, nalimutan ng pamahalaan na ang distinction between trust owner and an absolute owner. At saka, ngayon ay nandyan tayo sa minsan malabo. Nililinaw natin, especially on the first death anniversary ni Kaifren.
Ang ating goal. Kasama po kami dyan, ka Charlie, to educate the President kung ano na yung update. Kasi nga sabi mo, may malabo, may malino.
Yes.
Ito na yung pagkataon nyo kasi kayo ang executive director.
He has to be updated. He has to be updated.
Educate him at saka ilahad ng inyong sektor. Okay, papasukin na natin finally. Nandiyan na siya sa kabilang linya. Go ahead, Lizzie.
Meron doon sa likod. Wala.
What's your question? Lizzie. Hala. Hello, Lizzie. We have like 10 minutes na lang. Can you hear us? Ayan. So, nagbabag down yung cellphone niya, no? So, there's high hope ka, Charlie. Again, uulitin ko, no, para matuwa naman yung ating mga nakatunghay at nakikinig sa atin at ang ating viewers na magniniyog. There is really good high hope dahil ito na ang ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ay makikinig na. Ito na yung oras na bigyan na natin siya ng tamang impormasyon at makakamit nyo na. Hopefully, ang inyong minimithi. But again, ka Charlie, ano ang iyong role? How do you siguro educate the President about this.
Ano magiging role ng...
COCOFED at saka ikaw.
Okay. Ang patuloy, sundin natin ang requirements ng batas na mayroong ginawa ang batas ng Trust Fund Committee, no? Okay. Pero iyan ay tatlo lang ang Department of Finance, chair, ang Department of Budget and Management, and sino ba ito? Tatlo. All government secretaries. Okay?
Okay.
But dito sa implementation for the immediate benefit ng small coconut farmers, magkaroon ng tulong na technical in nature, no? Magkaroon ng tulong na extension agents tulong, halimbawa, and help them self-organize, organize themselves. Ang Philippine Coconut Authority ay sinasabi ng pamahalaan, the sole mandated organization. Yung COCOFED, yung Paxman at yung PASCO, yung tawagin lang natin CONFED, yung CONFED, nandyan on this, they are the farmers as organized. Pag-organisa nila, there are thousands of them. Thousands of organizations. Kasi yung isa may isang barangay organization. Yung iba may multipurpose co-op. Yung iba mas malaki. No? But they decided to have one confederation. And that has been useful even to the government and to society because then speaking with one voice, malinaw kung ano talaga ang interests. They are an interest group. Ano ang mga interests ng sektor ng ekonomiya na ito, ng subsektor na ito. At ang linaw, ulit ang kanilang, kumbaga, sa dalawang sentences, yung kanilang, what they're looking for, assistance to modernize their farms, and assistance to industrialize the coconut industry at rural level, no? So ang mga produkto na binibenta ng ibang bansa nanggagaling sa atin ng raw material, dito na natin gawin, no? And kung kaya ang batas nagsasabi, ang PCA may authority to call on all the other agencies which the PCA has done. Ang dami ng MOA na pinirmahan ng PCA with DTI, with all the other agencies, no? DWIZ, lahat na.
Sa ngayon ng pamahalaan,
so
right.
Siya, ang PCA, leading the government side, all the agencies, can, in a very focused way, help the coconut farmers. With millions of them, you cannot help them individually. They have to get organized. And so the farmers must organize. And they have organized themselves.
Right. Charlie, talk about organization, ano? Di ba may consolidated bill number 1233 or yung House Bill 5745, an act creating the Coconut Farmers and Industry Trust Fund. Yun to provide nga for its management and utilization and other purposes. So what happened?
Yun ang pinag-usapan natin. That's the law. Huh?
The law, okay.
So nandyan ang pati na ang role ng PCA and it strengthens the PCA. Nandyan din ang Trust Fund Committee, no? Nandyan din ang mga limitations sa bakit ang CONFED while cooperating fully, 100% cooperating with PCA once that law amended in the soonest. Kasi siyempre gusto ng CONFED, gusto ng Farmers Organization. Sa Trust Fund Committee pa lang, meron na silang boses.
Right.
They are the true beneficial owners. And you cannot have an owner not knowing, not having a say on what he or she owns. Di ba? Malinaw yun. Otherwise, kung saan-saan na naman gamitin ang pera na yan. Yun ang ngayon natin. Kasi the trustee, you know, if he has absolute powers, which he should not have, can use it just about anywhere.
Anywhere, anytime
Kung
they...
trusting na totoo, ang pamahalaan dyan, it must always be in consultation with the trustor.
Store. Okay.
In consultation with the true beneficial owner.
Right.
So, ang isang example ko na hindi maganda that happened, ongoing on, was what happened to the only bank that they could have had. Na for a long time, hindi nga nila mahawakan. Finally, nung manalo na sila sa Supreme Court, hindi pa rin na kinuha sa kanila. Ano ang resulta ngayon? Are we better off by doing something illegal like that? Kasi illegal yun eh. Immoral yun eh.
Right.
So, kaya hinihingi natin Pangulong Marcos II at incoming Secretary Jokmo, reviewin natin to. Pagbigyan naman ninyo ang karamihang magniniyog. That is their bank. I'm not saying si Mang Ando, si Alinson, si Mang Terry, sila magmamanage ng bangko. Hindi po. They will hire, as they continue to hire, professional bankers. No problem with that. No problem with that. But who will benefit ultimately?
Yes, the farm.
Gaano ka laking porsyento ang nanggagaling sa credit facility na yan to the farmers?
Right.
More, it is going, for the most part, like in Landmark before, sa mga big-time investors na pumupunta ng Pilipinas, magdadala ko nun ng $100, pero ang dala $15 lang. $85 uutang nila sa Pilipinas. Inuutang nila saan? Sa Landmark nila inuutang. Sa DBP. Ngayon, pati nasa UCPB. Kasi kinakain na ng Landmark. Paano si Magando? Paano si Alison? Paano yung ating mga nasa Confed? Wala silang access. Ito ngayon, sana, the new PCA, itong PCA that is there, that has been cooperating with us and we with them, ay ipagpatuloy ito. Let us show our whole society that we can do something. Because pag napayaman talaga natin, Loli, ang karamihang magniniyog ko, mayaman din ang Pilipinas.
Right. So, sulong ang bayan.
The Philippines will remain poor, no matter how big the building is in Makati or BGC. No?
Right. Susulong ang bayan, Ka Charlie.
Yes.
Susulong. Kaya yan ang title ng ating programa. And if I may just add this, every time pala, it sets aside every year ng 5 billion or something like to the tune of 5.7 million for the next 25 years. Dollars siya na. Until the fund runs out as the yearly amount to be drawn from the COCO levy fund. So merong 30% shared facilities, merong 15% for scholarship program. Ang dami, may 15% of empowerment. Lahat yan ay na-deprive, ganun ba? Walang nakinabang ng ganyan?
Actually, tama yun. And I hope it will be done. Sa ngayon, that is part of the tinatawag na roadmap, in Bagaylayman's terms, na nagawa na ng PCA with the other agencies and with the farmers groups. Ngayon, but that has to be signed by the President. That roadmap has to be dapat pirmahan ang dokumento na yun. Ang last, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, kailan lang, natanong ko sa chairman ng PCA, ang chairman po ng PCA, ang Secretary of Agriculture.
Okay.
Si William Dar, nag-usap kami, at sabi niya, naisabit na ng board ng PCA. At naisabit na niya, and hindi umabot yung naisabit nila kay President Duterte. Actually, si President Duterte can still sign it now. Kasi he is the President hanggang high noon of June 30. Tama ba ko?
Opo. So, pwede pa.
June 30. Yeah,
pwede pa ba? Pwede pang mahabol, Ka Charlie?
Pwede pa. Madami siyang ginagawa up to the kung he will, I don't think they will criticize him as a midnight action. It is not, matagal na. Dapat gawin na ngayon. Pero
So, pabor pa nga yan pagka yan nalagdaan ng ating Pangulong Duterte hanggang the mid of June 30. So, educate us again, kasi it provides the coconut farmer and the coconut processing industry representatives shall come from iba't ibang organization. Yan po bang confed nyo, sinasabi nyo, napakalaki. Lahat po ba dyan ay hindi professional, syempre. Yung iba ay may knowledge. So bakit hindi po
Iba-iba ang development, Loli, ng mga chapters natin dyan. No?
Okay.
And that's why part of the resources ng Coco Levy is there under law to help them get better organized.
Ayun. Get your act together, parang gano'n.
Just as like sometimes you help the businessmen to organize themselves. No? You help them to have their own Philippine Stock Exchange. You help them to have even their own colleges and universities. Why not help the coconut farmers in the same manner to have their own efficient organizations? To have that kind of self-education, self-organization, and self-mobilization na magiging guarantee ng industriya na the producers, the planters, the farmers themselves will not abandon the industry. Otherwise, pag wala silang kinikita dyan, puputulin niya ang nyug. Hindi sa galit, hindi sa pagkat ayaw na sa nyug. Gusto niya ang nyug wala na silang magawa. Kung bisa, yun na lang may benta. Ang cocoa wood na hindi naman tama kung it is done prematurely. Kung sa tamang panahon, it is very good. Alam po nyo, Kaloli, that of 370 million coconut trees, giving us 15 billion coconut nuts every year. 15 billion nuts. Of the hundreds of millions of coconut trees, mga 10% ay pwede nang palitan. No? Kasi tinatawag nilang senile. Ibig sabihin, they're not bearing anymore, pero they can stay with us as hardwood. Kung tama ang treatment.
Right.
Ay, imbes na mag-i-import tayo magkakat tayo ng mga ibang kahoy o mag-i-import tayo sa ibang bansa ng kahoy. Ito. Grabe kadaming magagawa nito that is organized as an industry. Again, the word is organized.
Organized.
That has the technology, nandiyan sa PCA. Kung pupunta kayo sa San Ramon and Zamboanga, sikat na sikat ang teknolohiya nila on the treatment of coconut wood, which becomes 5 times harder than hardwood.
Wow! Bibisitahin ko yan. Ka-Charlie, papunta ako ng Zamboanga next week. Pupuntahan ko yung San Ramon. I'll find out kung gaano ka-sturdy and hard yung wood na yung kiniklik. But given the current state of the industry and the veto of coconut levy bills, ang question ngayon, how to position the coconut industry and what could be the entry points for development of this industry? Anong nakikita mo?
Ngayon, one has to look at the coconut tree not just as a source of food. It is, ang unang dating dito ng, sabihin ko ng pangalan ng nagulat. We thought they discovered the Philippines. Sabi ni Pigafetta, yung sumulat ng ng libro ni Magellan. Sabi ni Pigafetta, we discovered the coconut tree. That Philippines, wala pang Pilipino noon They discovered the people, that is true, who used everything, whatever they needed, almost all of what they wanted in food, sa kanilang housing, sa kanilang medicine, sa kanilang bahay, lahat galing sa isang source that was called the Tree of Life. They call it the Tree of Life. Ngayon, that has not ceased to be that way. Lalo na in modern times, now it is the secret not only for maintenance of the human body, but maintenance of the planet. Because, for ecological reasons, the first line of defense. magagamit natin ang coconut fiber, for example, against desertification. But the other angulo na kailangan ma-develop, kaya sinasabi ko, rural industrialization, ay the non-food items from coconut, which is, for the most part, medicinal.
Yes.
In character.
Yeah, healthcare benefits.
That is a big thing, especially na nakita natin ngayon ng COVID-19.
Opo.
What it did, the harm it did, no? Ang mundo, they understand that coconut is very special commodity. Yeah. And that is what we have to develop. Huwag tayo hanggang kompra lamang. Kailangan we modernize the farming, but at the same time, industrialize the function and the uses.
I agree. Yung pinsan ko nga si Mabel Acosta, she uses VC oil. Kaya malakas ang katawan niya lagi. Sinasamahan niya na, syempre, galing pa rin yan sa coconut. Hi, Mabel. Another issue po is the purported competition between coconut and palm oil. Ano yung tingin mo dito, Charlie? Kasi net importer din tayo ng palm oil. Meron tayong
ang palm oil naman sa atin limited sa Pilipinas kasi a certain degree, more than 20 degrees below and above the equator, they're not ideal.
Yeah,
but more ideal ang coconut. Secondly, coconut oil is very superior to palm oil. Thirdly, alam mo yung ecological consideration sa lupa. Grabe ang nakaw ng lupa ng palm oil. But palm oil is good sometimes for fuel, which also coconut is. But the superior oil should be, I think, used more for higher value uses. No? Now, palm oil was developed very well in Indonesia as well as in Malaysia. Let that be that way.
Okay.
Ngayon, alam ko yung Philippine Coconut Authority, under law, sa kanila din yung palm oil. Pero sila mismo, technically, magpapaliwanag sa atin na hindi naman lahat ng lugar pwede ang palm oil.
Okay. Unlike coconut,
only some few hundred hectares, 100,000 hectares in the southern part of this archipelago. Hindi sa lahat.
Kasi, yes, Charlie, katulad biofuel, siyan, coconut oil, di ba?
Yes.
Ang lakas dahil we can take advantage of this Biofuels Act.
Yes.
Yan ang propose to increase the biodiesel blend.
Kahit mix lang natin sa diesel. Ang laking bagay na yun. No?
Okay.
Yung batas in other countries like in Indonesia, umabot yata ng 30% ang mandatory.
Wow.
Dito sa gamit nila sa prefecture of Tokyo in Japan, mataas. Now, if we can use that ourselves in our own day-to-day usage sa mga truck natin, sa mga ating vehicles, no? But more than that, we can export it kasi we can produce so much more.
So, you think anong mga ways pa to really boost our coconut industry? Anong mga nakikita nyo? If you are like to suggest or recommend or advise the president-elect,
on a big scale, ultimately, our importation of wheat can be brought down if we use coconut flour.
Coconut, yung harina.
You know, at one time, nasa PCA ako, nag-experiment kami.
Okay.
To come up with pastries or bread, and somewhere from coconut flour, somewhere from wheat flour. No? And then, sinabi namin sa mga tumitikim, kung malalaman nila ang pagkaiba, na ano sa tingin ninyo ang pagkaiba lang. Hindi namin sinabi which one was coconut and which one was wheat.
Okay, hindi. Okay. Ano pala?
Also, one or two persons lamang ang naka-distinguish ng coconut at saka wheat. Ibig sabihin, pwede, even sa kinabihas ng karamihang consumers. And yet, how many hundreds of millions of dollars do we spend on importation of wheat?
Ayun.
When we can get it from coconut flour, yung sapal, kung tawagin.
Apple, ang lakaw po. Ang daming tools nun.
Yeah.
Oo.
Oh.
So, okay, napakabilis ang ating orasan. Kulang ang ating kailangan mabigyan mo ng isang giya somehow, ano? Give siguro advice in a 60-seconder ang Pangulo natin para ma-equip siya. Isang patikim lang. Go ahead, your message of hope.
So that is really my prayer that a new government will take a new look at the coconut industry, realize that the majority farming sector population is in this industry, that this is our national, natural competitive advantage, something we have which others don't have, but which everybody else needs.
Okay.
And whose products are right now almost monopolized abroad.
Ayan.
In its production rather than being produced here.
Okay. Maraming salamat, Ka Charlie. Overtime tayo 10 minutes, but Nina, he's here already. So, thank you. God bless po the Philippine coconut industry.
Sa pangalan ni Guy Ferdinand. Maraming
Fred.
salamat. Alam kong masaya siya.
Yes, siya.
Nakapag-usap tayo.
Thank you so much. God bless everyone.
Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882.